I wonder if Johnny got barfed on yet.
Sure.
Baby barf ain't shit though. It's just like, ugh.
Yeah, it's when it's
toddlers. When they're toddlers and they're chewing real ass food and they start hurling, that's when it gets gnarly, bro.
Or when they switch over to milk.
Like, oh, that is a happy meal.
Milk, but breast milk.
Barfing up curdled breast milk. Nah.
I was fortunate. All my kids are breastfed.
I was not. Were you breastfed when you were a kid?
I don't know.
You should ask your mom. Let's call her. Let's get her on. We've
mom,
never had her on.
So.
No. She's like, nah, it's too much work.
Yeah, she ain't trying to do all
She ain't trying to do all that.
That's where I get my laziness from.
All because of the formula. Get whack-ass formula.
My mom.
I was trying to be nice. It's like, it's the formula, right?
Nah, she's not lazy. She's not.
No doubt.
On that note,
Tuesday, isn't it?
And here we go.
You want to be like? Sensitivity equals fucking poverty.
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Check it out, homie.
guys, welcome to episode 127 of Insensitive Culture. As always, you know me.
What's up, what?
You know my guy over here.
And that fool Blazer, Ramon.
Who's not here again is... And we are...
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Make sure you check it out, homie.
Make sure you check it out.
Please.
Yeah. And while we're in the round of applause, let's congratulate our co-host in becoming a father. Yeah. So Johnny's not here right now. We knew that he wasn't going to be here for pretty much this month.
That daddy shit, right?
He might be coming in on an episode or so. He'll let us know if he can. But no, he became a dad, and he's spending that much needed time with family. So
quality time.
A
little peanut.
Yeah.
Just a little dainty.
Yeah.
It's always nugget.
It's always really cute when it's
so cute
when it's one.
Just like a little.
As they continue to grow and more pop out, that's when it's like
or just as
it's
they
not
get
even
older,
like an annoying, because I don't want to make it seem like that, but it's just like so much work.
The cuteness factor, as the work increases, the cuteness factor also, I'm sure, decreases.
Nah, you always still. You
even
always
like
still
when they're
kids,
like
man.
7, I feel like 7 isn't a very cute age. Like they're just like, they're not a baby, they're not a toddler, they know all words, like, so they don't probably say things weird. So like it's just not as cute. But like that 2, 3
I want to say that's
toddler
like
area, I feel like is the
10.
I
want to say that's like 10 or 11.
That's like the boring before they become a teenager and they can have
because
conversations.
they don't look as much like a kid. They probably go through like their chunkier stage, probably missing some teeth. Or they're still growing in, so it's like that awkward time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't miss. I thought of like these multiple school pictures that I have of me just missing teeth and shit, bro. There's one picture I had, and my dad still makes fun of me to this day. Where I was wearing this little. This is like my first grade picture, mind you. I was wearing this little sweater and like big ass smile. I'm cheesing, bro. And I have a spit bubble on one of my teeth, dude. And it's just like chilling right on like an incisor, just a massive spit bubble. And that's the picture they rolled with. And like my mom has it like in frame still somewhere, dude. And it's just, my dad always talks about the spit bubble on my tooth, which I never smiled again in any pictures.
In any of my pictures, like I smiled, but I wouldn't show my teeth.
You're like,
yeah,
just a mugshot.
Yeah, it was always
smug
smirks.
Ass.
Smirks, yeah, smirks, or that little kid smile where it's just like overly smile and stuff. It's not a natural.
Thrilled they paid for those pictures. Those aren't cheap either. They weren't.
They're not now. But now we have more options because back then it was like you get the print.
You had
have
the
to get
fucking
print.
lasers in the back. That was it. You had
Yeah.
the fucking 80s.
No, but I mean, like though you had to pick a package. And
Oh,
that's
yeah,
it. Whereas
yeah.
now it's like you can pay for a package or they give you the files on a card.
Send
or,
me
or
the
email it to me.
watermarked samples and I'll post them shits. I don't even need the full, like I'll put it in a frame and everything. Just my kid with like sample over it or not for sale watermark. Fuck that.
Yeah, no. Nowadays you can order it, but they'll give you a card or they'll email you.
Here's a flash
picture or
drive
two, and
with
that's
your
it.
dipshit kids' pictures on it. Enjoy for $250. What does that even cost? I don't even know what my parents paid back in the 90s.
We think about it like it's mad expensive, but really, realistically, we'll pay it like there are packages and we normally pay like $20-$30.
So that's
That's not
it's not
right.
a big deal.
Right. It's not
Here,
a big
couple
deal.
8x10s,
but
some
back then,
wallets.
because like I could literally take that, scan it, and make
Yeah.
as many copies as I fucking want.
I want one 3x5 and I'm just going to fucking scan it.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
tweak it.
We can do that now. Back then, that was all you had.
You got the envelope, the fat fucking.
Yeah,
my
you
mom would
needed
have to
that.
cut all the pictures out and give everyone
You're
their
thinking about grandma. You're thinking about all
aunts,
the
uncle. Everyone's got
on
it
both
in their
sides.
wall. Yeah.
Everybody had to get one.
Spit bubble. It's a big. I'll see if I
They
can
all
find
still
that
have
picture.
it.
We'll make it the cover photo. My spit bubble tooth.
Oh man, that's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was rough.
but yeah, those are I think that's the rough patch for kids and shit.
10.
Like whether
Yeah,
like 10,
that's where they
10,
start getting.
11.
And then they start turning into dicks. They get sarcastic.
Yeah, they get that. They're in that awkward stage where they're kind of becoming teenagers. They're not. That's when the cuteness probably fades.
quick.
You know what I mean?
You just want to duff them.
Yeah, it's like but when they're little, no matter how much crazy shit that they do,
Still
you're like
cute.
my daughter. She's the prime example.
I could imagine.
She's the
Yeah,
prime
she's
example.
so
My
good.
my 2-year-old daughter. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah, no, that's
both of them
exactly what I was
really.
thinking.
And Alani's turning 9.
She's getting there.
But that's what I'm saying. But like with my daughter and even with Xander at 6,
Mm-hmm.
it's just like does some wild shit, pisses you off, and then you're just like, fuck, man, you're fucking cute. Man.
Do you follow the if it's funny, you can't be mad rule in your house?
It has to be really fucking funny.
It has to be really
It has to be really
I mean,
fucking funny,
okay,
bro.
so not just a chuckle, like you got to be belly laughing,
Yeah,
dying,
it has
or
to be
else
like,
dude, that
yeah,
ass is getting whooped.
Yeah. like prime example, and then we'll get on to questions and shit. But we got Xander bearded dragon for his birthday.
Ooh,
Right?
Yeah.
So it's a little tiny bearded dragon right now. It's gonna grow, but
how big do they get?
they get like
I'll fuck with that. I'll fuck
yeah,
with that. I don't
like
want reptiles.
iguana
I don't want
size, like
reptiles
huge.
in my house. son.
huge. Yeah, and it's always fucking looking at me like it has a fucking problem.
They
so,
all got problems. They got beef.
But anyway, so he named it Foxy. So
Foxy the bearded.
yeah,
dragon.
yeah. So of course, Violet, she's 2. She talks she still talks very baby like, and like even with Xander, like the way she says Xander is like, hey Xander, like that, you know, like it's very baby like.
Yeah.
It's super cute.
She doesn't have all her syllables and
Right. So
pronunciations, yeah.
So when she says Foxy, she goes, "I'm Focky,
Focky, Focky.
I'm Focky."
Focky.
Yeah. So when we heard that, we heard it a couple times, and then we just kind of look at each
what?
other and start
Focky.
laughing. Or like, yeah. Or prime example is another one where you know she uses, like she drops something or she makes a mistake and then she goes fuck or something like that. Like it doesn't happen often, but when it's used in the proper context, it's just hilarious. It's just like, oh, we need to calm that down.
She's so cute. You can't even like react to it though, right? You're just gonna be like, it's not, or you just laugh and play it
No,
off. Like, what do
we don't like laugh out loud.
You
but
look at
like,
each other, though,
We
and
look
you
at
go,
each other and it's just
the fuck
like,
you?
yeah, and then you'll hear
Yeah.
the. You can't say that.
No,
It's hilarious. That part is hilarious.
Focky.
All right, so let's get into some.
Oh, here we go.
Question.
I assume you've done your fair share of drinking. Would I be correct in assuming that?
I'd have to say so.
What's the worst drunk food you can eat after coming home from a night of drinking?
Ooh, what's the worst?
The worst
food.
Something just that's not going to sit right. And at the time, it might even seem good, but it's probably not the best.
Oh, I can't even think of one off the top of my head. I know that I've experienced that where it was just like, fuck.
It gives you heartburn. You ever go to sleep drunk and you eat something and you're just like, you can feel like the acid reflux and when you're trying to sleep and like, oh, you're like, am I going to hurl? Like, what's going on right now?
I want to say like coming, like right off the top of my head, the first thing that comes to mind, I want to say is pizza.
Ooh.
Because it's great. It tastes great.
Tastes delicious.
As it's going down. But that, if you do too much, it'll fuck with you.
If it's too saucy too.
That
acid, anything I feel like acidic.
Or
like
that's actually that's a good point. Like pasta.
Yeah, if you have like a bowl of pasta when you go to bed, dude,
that's not too good. That's not good.
That is not good at all.
But we don't learn that lesson. And I don't even know why garbage plates are so good when you're drunk.
That was going to be what I said. Like garbage plates, they're so good, especially around here. There's always a place within like 10, 15 minutes where you can get a decent plate. That, I don't know how it got like a reputation as drunk food, but every time I've had a garbage plate drunk, like I pay for it when I wake up. Like
really?
I feel shitty, dude, after a plate. And like when I get a plate, there's like extra hot sauce and like I go in on a plate. There's not like it's not like not a plate, but like a snack where they'll do like a half size of, one patty and half a sample.
Some places do.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but that's not the choice you make when you're drunk either.
That's not exactly. That, and I when I was younger, a bunch of my friends and we got drunk in the woods just like everyone else did. We went back to this dude's house to crash for the night, and he was like, "Oh, dude," he's like, "My mom made this German potato salad for dinner, and there's all this extra." And I'm like, "Nah, dude, I'm good. That's all you." And he's like, "Oh, he's fucking going in on this thing," and we end up just like passing out and crashing for the night.
That's all you.
And I wake up at probably like 3, 4 a.m. and I hear like just gagging and somebody's clearly puking. And I like pop my head up and this dude is hurling potato salad up like out the window of his bedroom. Like, I'm like, oh shit, dude, like that's really gross. But like I passed back out and I went to sleep and we woke up the next morning. We went outside and there was just puke all down this dude's house. Just potato salad, dude. It was the grossest fucking thing I've probably ever heard or seen. But yeah, potato salad or anything acidic, pasta. You don't want to throw up like drunk spaghetti and shit, dude. Oh,
I one time my friend will never let me live it down, but it was our birthday. We all have birthdays within 5 days of each other. It was 3 of us.
Gotcha. You're just like a dual.
Yeah, so we always celebrated our birthdays at the same time. Got so drunk. And I want to say that night it was a blur. It was like flashes. Like I remember flashes of that night.
That's a rough night.
And that and people telling me what happened kind of pieced it together and like certain memories started coming back. And I was like 22, something
just
like
a
that.
Baby.
Yes, just young. So anyway, I was drinking Incredible Hulks, which if you are not familiar with Incredible Hulks, that is Hypnotic mixed with Hennessy.
Hypnotic and Hennessy makes it brown. Is it brownish?
It's a dark green. Yeah. It's that incredible. It's
that Bruce Banner.
Yeah, Bruce Banner color. So, but anyway, we have a whole night. I remember flashes. I remember we went to the restaurant. I don't remember anyone being next to me, but my boy will not let me live it down. He was like, "Yo, Wak, you look like you're about to throw up. We're all in a booth. You look like you're about to throw up, bro. If you throw up, just do me a favor, do it that way. And I'm like, I got you. But I didn't have them. No.
No, you didn't.
I went to throw up, and I just remember going in because no one was sitting next to me, and I wanted to hide it from everyone else.
No one will know in this booth that I'm vomiting profusely. Yeah.
So then I started to throw up on my friend, and he's like, "Yo!" He starts jumping up and shit, and I'm so drunk. They're telling us to get the fuck out of the restaurant. Obviously, they're telling me to clean it up.
Wait, do they want you to get the fuck out, or they want you to clean it up?
I actually like grabbed it and I start like mopping
like into the booth. You're just like smearing.
And my boy was like, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing? Let's go, man. Fuck these people." And I was like, "All right,
fuck them. They can clean that shit."
Yeah, it was a thing where like the cops followed us to my house, and
I feel like you might have told me.
I think I told it like in the early days of the podcast, but yeah, that was probably the bad. And of course, that was a day where we were eating garbage plates and shit. I don't even think I got the chance to eat. I just ordered.
That's probably for the best.
I want to say that was the day where I woke up, didn't know what the fuck happened. I make it downstairs, and there was a full garbage plate in a to-go container.
Score.
Yo, and I'm trying to figure out what happened. I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? So then I just sit down and I start eating the garbage plate like, the fuck happened?
That's how you figure it out. That's how you get to the bottom of it. You crush that.
Good times.
It's good breakfast, but yeah. Probably wouldn't have been smart if you were drunk.
Oh, it wouldn't have mattered what the fuck I ate.
Oh, yeah, no, you were going to hurl regardless.
Yeah, it would have been worse.
Hypnotic and Henny.
Well, it would have been Hypnotic, Henny, and fucking
macaroni salad. Yum.
Garbage plate.
That sounds delicious.
All over the fucking place.
Poor person that had to clean that up after you smeared it into the booth.
Fuck them.
Yeah, where was this? What was this establishment?
East Ridge Diner.
Oh, fuck them. It probably still smells to this day.
Till this day.
Barf and Henny.
Yeah, if you know me, you know that's true.
All right, we ready?
Sure.
There's a 4-stall bathroom with a glory hole in each stall. 3 smoke shows in a stall and 1 dude. Do you chance it and pick a stall?
How do you know that it's 3 smoke shows and 1 dude?
It is. It's 3. I promise. There's no trickery.
No.
here.
I'm not saying you in general. Like as you walk in, do you know that those are your odds?
Yes, you do. You know, it's not like you're not just picking for like we're talking smoke shows, bro, and a dude.
And a dude. Oh man.
What's the worst that could happen?
I would if I knew that was
decent odds for anything else.
Those are decent odds, but if I knew that those were the odds, the fact that there was 1 dude and I'm not into that shit would stop me from doing it. So
even if it was a smoke show, you would be like, is this the dude? And you'd probably be like, fuck, I don't want to do this. This is weirding me out.
Yeah. Like there, yeah. And then if I find out for whatever reason that it was a dude after the fact, it would like.
I mean, at that point, what are you going to do?
You can't mentally. No, it would fuck me up mentally, dude.
There's plenty of dudes that get blown by other dudes,
I'm
and they're
sure,
okay in
but
the head.
I'm pretty sure that they enjoy that. Yeah, that was a choice.
Yeah,
that was a choice.
And also, but you chose to stick your dick in one of the holes, dude.
Yeah, or they truly don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, some people will listen to those odds and like, what? Oh, those are great odds. Speaking of that, would you?
It's like there's 4 stalls with glory, but you like stick your hand in, and in 3 of them there's $100,000, and then in 1 of them there's $10. You still gonna stay?
Is completely different, bro.
Is it though? Because you're getting blown by a smoke show. There's the $100,000, and the $10 is like you still got blown. So it was just a dude.
that is totally like different from pulling your hand back and saying, "Oh, it's $10."
It's not. You got $10. You got blown. Oh well, move on with your day.
Telling me it could be worse. Chance?
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Let's
okay.
do it.
All right.
Let's do it. Let's go for it. Let's throw caution to the wind. I'm a lucky dude. I feel like things happen to fall my way, and if they don't, hey, you got $10, right?
Oh man, those are some crazy odds.
I mean, for that, yes.
Yeah. I mean,
But in context,
I am, so here's the thing with me, right? I think like, if for whatever reason, if I know those odds, I have a feeling that it is a scam or some sort of rigged thing, right?
Okay.
To where even if you walk up to one where there is a smoke show, she's gonna move over and
the
let the
dude's
dude
gonna
blow
hop
you.
in.
So it's really 100% chance that
it's
a dude
going to
is
be
gonna
a
blow
dude
you.
if you're
no matter
no
what,
glory holes, because it's always a dude on the other side, regardless. Is that? I mean, that's a good mindset to go through in life if you're afraid of getting blown by a dude. But yeah,
I mean, that's just the. If I knew that was a chance, if someone would have told me as I walked in there, like the hottest women are on there, you know, like there's a wall of women.
It's like
and
Amsterdam. It's like the red light
Doesn't
district.
matter
Just-
which one of these women will take care of you.
what if it's there's some chonkers in there, bro? Like some beastin' chicks, and you're just like, you know what?
I would still do that. I'd still be down.
Okay, wait. What if there's 10 stalls, 10 glory holes, 3 dudes?
I would feel
Rest
like
our
I would feel like
regardless, you feel like you're getting blown by it.
I'd feel like every single one of
That's
them is
fair.
going to be a dude.
That's
every
fair.
single one of
And
them.
then the smoke show's like, why won't this dude's dick stay hard? They're like smacking it around. You're like,
Because I'm just thinking the whole time. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
They know. They're like, oh, he thinks I'm a dude. That's why.
Yeah. See, if it's just like chunkier girls, as a matter of fact, like the I don't know. I haven't tested this theory, right?
Ooh, here we go.
Except for when I was probably younger because I didn't give a fuck. But I have that theory where if the girl is not crazy attractive like that, like she could be attractive, but she's just heavier set. Or if she's not attractive, she's probably going to suck the shit out of your dick, bro.
Because she's making up for not being
Because,
attractive.
yeah, because
she's like,
so
I gotta
I got a
give
dick in
something
front
here.
of me now. So
Yeah.
it's just like, so she's going to
So
give
now
it
it's
her
my
all.
time to shine, is what she's thinking.
Absolutely. So that's not a turn. I don't have to look at anyone. I don't have to deal with nothing.
She's putting in
Other
that
than,
extra
yeah.
effort because she's not fine.
But it's the fact, and like I said, if in fact like I thought it was these 10 girls, I would
right.
take that chance.
Yeah.
And then, you know, if it ended up being a
What about
guy,
50
it wouldn't
girls?
fuck with me because I don't know.
50 girls and one guy.
50 girls
50
and
girls.
one
You
guy.
got 50 glory holes to pick from, 49 smoke shows, one dude.
That's a better.
I still
But I
feel
would
like you would
still-
be like, yo, this is I got the
Yeah.
one dude. He's
No, it's just
blowing
like,
me
it
like a
doesn't-
dude. I know it.
It doesn't matter which hole I put it in there. They're all going to be like, okay, this is the one he chose.
This is
Go
the-
ahead, bring
Come
it.
on, bring the guy down here.
Yeah,
Run
bring
down
the
here,
guy out, yeah.
Steve. I don't know why I picked the name Steve.
Yeah.
So
Run
no-
down here, Steve.
Yes.
Yes.
He's skipping down. We're fucking done, dude. We're so done. Why were his arms flailing? This whole shit, dude.
No, why?
So,
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Johnny was here for this. I wish he was here.
Oh, shit.
He'll know. He'll know.
Yeah.
He gets the unedited audio, right? Just send it to him anyway, even if
Walking
he's
back,
not editing.
walking by like that backpack.
Yeah, exactly. With the,
The
swag,
ID,
just like that. Yup. Where's that dude been, by the way? I have not seen any backpack videos.
No,
in-
yeah, I think I
Quite a
hit
while.
follow. It's hilarious. So,
I think I follow him too.
yeah,
I want to see him.
I think he calls himself Kleptora.
Yes. Yeah.
But
I've never seen him in anything normal. It's always in the door of stuff.
It's that's people find their shtick and they stick to it.
Good for him. Good. It's gonna die soon enough, but like good for him that he died on that hill. I answered that right. We're going.
Yeah. You're taking the.
Let's do it.
4-1 odds.
I could pick the 3 chicks. I don't get to pick the dude though. It could be any.
I don't think he's gonna be.
It doesn't matter.
I don't think it's gonna be Brad Pitt, homie.
Yeah, no, I don't. Colin Farrell, maybe. Okay,
nah. I'm thinking more like a Chris Farley lookalike.
I mean, Chris Farley. I guess that at least he's famous, but just a lookalike. It's just
it's not even Chris Farley. It's a Chris Farley lookalike.
That's fair.
Peter Griffin in live action.
The Comic-Con Peter Griffin. No, I don't want it. That's who the other. That's the one dude.
You stick your dick in there, and all you hear is "Whoa,
whoa, Lois, check this." No, I can't tell.
All right, go ahead.
Last one. What TV show could you take a college course on and get an A? Something that you know in and out. You could fucking teach the goddamn class on this show if you wanted.
TV show, front to back.
Front to back.
Know everything.
College course. I mean,
yeah. I'm confident in this. And I may know even more than I think I'm thinking I do right now. But it would be Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Fresh Prince, all right. I was thinking something 90s or something that we watched, just on syndication and over and over and over. But that works. Fresh Prince course.
I could probably do a Fresh Prince course. I could probably do like Family Matters or some shit.
Family Matters.
Yeah.
A lot of black TV shows. Any white TV shows that you think you could teach it?
I could probably do like Full House.
Full House. Ooh, a Full House.
I used to watch
Professor
Full House.
Walk.
Boy Meets World.
Boy Meets. Ooh, see, I don't think I could do. I mean, I watched Boy Meets World. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know it.
I don't know it front to back either. That's that.
I'm not. You make a good college professor. Then.
But those are shows that I've seen. Fucking Home Improvement. Like those are shows that I've seen over and over and over again. Fucking Roseanne.
Yeah.
Where I'm the most confident with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Because I could still. That's a show that I could still watch to this day and enjoy. I think all of those. Actually.
I haven't seen Fresh Prince on TV in a long time.
No. Where is it? I think it's on HBO now.
Streaming
HBO
somewhere.
Yeah. You can watch.
Well, that makes sense because that's where the.
But I could watch that shit, and I think you can give me a college course on it, or I could teach a college course on it.
Have a syllabus and everything. Lay that shit out.
You could ask me a bunch of questions, and I'll probably know.
I like that.
What are you thinking?
Either Seinfeld.
Seinfeld. That's another one. That's another one. Yeah.
Fuck ton of Seinfeld and King of Queens.
Yeah.
Those both I've watched shows and I've become super proud because I watched King of Queens and I've been watching King of Queens even when it was new. I would watch King of Queens and they were airing new episodes and then they syndicated it on TV Land or whatever that channel is. And I got Ash to start watching it with me, my girl. And she is to the point now where an episode will come on and she'll be like, oh, this is the one where blah, blah, blah. And I was
I love that episode.
Yes, dude. Yeah. And I get this little tear that forms, this little fucking Denzel tear that comes down. And I'm so happy that there's someone else that knows stupid bullshit like that. And she didn't even realize she was learning it, but she knows all the episodes and the good episodes and the bad episodes. And those two shows, without a doubt, I could do a double. I'll teach them back to back. And maybe even The Sopranos. I've watched The Sopranos.
I thought that's what you were going to say.
I mean, that is one for sure, but The Sopranos it's so long.
So much more intricate, too.
It is. It is, for sure. And, those... subtleties and whatnot. Like, I think I could be like an adjunct professor for The Sopranos, but like King of Queens and Seinfeld for sure. Like level 400, 408 Seinfeld. Like, yeah, it would go down. That'd be dope. Like, I wish that could be a job.
Remember when only because we took the same type of classes, not that we took the classes together, but that's how I used to feel about the movies, like the movies courses.
Yeah.
Those were the shit. Even with it being like old school movies and shit.
At the end of the day, you were still watching.
You were still watching a movie and giving a review.
Yeah.
And that was the dopest class because it was just like, oh, you watch all of these movies, you pick one. And then you write a review on it. And of course, my lazy ass always wrote a review on the last movie we saw.
Of course. It's fresh. You got a lot go. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. So that's all we got.
That is all we got.
That is all we got. So for you listeners out there, man, submit your questions because we wanna ask dumb shit.
Let's do a story. Again, we haven't let's post like an IG story or something.
I posted one today.
Did you?
I haven't checked it in hours.
Because we used to do that. We got some good ones.
Yeah. I'll check it later to see.
New listeners, maybe they've got something.
I'll check it later. But people don't, or at least they haven't submitted any. Or if they do, it's like something that's extremely vague. And I like the fun questions, even though, probably people are thinking like, yo, what the fuck kind of questions do they ask?
Is it anonymous when they ask you questions? Or can you see? You should see if there's, maybe people just don't want to ask it.
Possibly.
Maybe we should find an anonymous questionnaire.
Yeah. Nah, we just need we'll line some questions up. We'll get people more involved. So we'll put up another one. All right. So I guess if we don't have any questions, it's...
You know what it's time for. News Clips.
All right, so news clips is normally with Johnny Quest, but our guy's taking that time, so I have no problem filling in. But we just don't have as many news or as much news.
That's fair.
Than what he would give us. But I think the biggest news that is still kind of, it's not really Hollywood news, but it's
on the fence.
Yeah, it's a little bit on the fence. It's the fact that Discovery and HBO Max are now merging.
Ooh.
So
Discovery and HBO Max.
Yeah, they said that their top priority is to launch an integrated SVOD streaming video on demand service.
Thank you.
Allowing subscribers to access both catalogs of content. The company confirmed that the plan is to release the combined service in the summer of 2023, followed by a release in Latin America, Europe, and other markets in late 2023 through 2024. So pretty much the HBO, I don't know if it's the fact that the HBO Max app is going away and I don't know what they're going to call it. Oh no, it's Warner Brothers Discovery. I think that's what it's called, right?
Is that like the parent company, or is that the name of the streaming? So that sounds like a shitty name for a streaming service.
That does sound like a shitty name for a streaming company.
What's streaming on Warner Brothers Discovery?
Right.
No, that can't be it.
I wouldn't put it past them.
Is there a price point? Like, do they say
they haven't given out any of that information?
Like, is it going to be cheaper than if we were subscribing to both right now? Like, are they going to make it worth?
I would say so. I think it's going to be. Right? I would say so. I'm not paying extra for shit that's on Discovery.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I honestly don't give a fuck about anything.
Nobody does. Like, this is big for Discovery.
Yeah, it's huge for Discovery. Damn. But Discovery, honestly, I want to say that they're bigger than we think that it is.
There's a decent amount of shit. Discovery.
Yeah. Shark Week is one of their biggest things.
Shark Week is tight. I fuck with Shark Week.
But there's a lot of those type of shows, a lot of those reality travel shows, like where, I want to say American Pickers and shit like that used to be on Discovery. I could be wrong on that specifically, but those were the type of shows that are on Discovery, and you'll probably be like, oh shit, like there are a bunch of shows on there that I used to actually watch.
Probably shows I still watch. There's a whole bunch of shit.
Well, you have cable. I don't.
I do. That's right. Yeah, I mean, I have Discovery. I have a Discovery Channel, so it's not like I'm missing about a bunch of shit. But there's a decent amount. Like when I'm flipping through, I stop on a decent amount of shit there.
Okay. Well, we'll see. I'm more inclined to watch something for Discovery as I'm flipping through, I don't think that on a streaming service I'm going to that app for anything that's outside of.
But if you were looking for something on HBO and they're all merged and you see something Discovery there that's dope, like what's it matter where the fuck it is?
I'm
like
pretty
if it's
sure
dope, it's dope.
I talk shit, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up watching a bunch of that shit.
Especially if it's cheaper. But I mean, technically, I'm using someone else's HBO login now.
Yeah.
So unless it was like a really fire price point, and I'm talking like $10 or lower,
You're still not paying for it.
I'm still not paying for it. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. The HBO login is just so clutch.
I'm honestly not using mine. My girl has a HBO login that she gets from her parents. So we've been using that forever. But when I bought this, when I switched over to AT&T, I found out that they give me
free HBO Max.
Yeah, the free HBO Max. I can't even talk. The free HBO Max app.
Word.
So I just give that. I sign into that for my mom, and I think I gave that login to like one of my boys or some shit.
That's very
Somebody
nice of you.
might as well use it.
Yeah,
it's included in my fucking plan.
A lot of good shit on there.
The only other thing that I have, and I thought this was hilarious. So you remember about I want to say like a month ago, if not a few weeks ago, they released a bunch of pictures from, this amazing satellite and stuff like that. But I guess there was, I'm not sure if it was with that, honestly. No, actually, no. Okay. So it wasn't mixed with that. Anyway, we know that I'm not you're not biggest news anchor here.
Johnny Quest.
But anyway, it's fucking hilarious that there's a French scientist who released a photo of a distant like planet or star or some shit. And now he came out and admitted that the photo was actually a slice of chorizo.
And I saw the picture, dude, and it looks like those pictures that you see of like deep space weird shit, bro. Like the sun burning, it like looks red and there's little pockets. Like that legit.
It was a French scientist.
Like,
yeah.
And I mean, that's sounds like the smug French thinking he could pull this off. Like, do you think like he dropped that? He's like, oh, look at this fucking star. And then like it started to blow up and like get traction. And he's like, yo, I need to fucking say that this is a piece of fucking meat and not a star in deep, deep space, bro.
I just like this sentence here. Etienne Klein, a celebrated physicist and director at France's Alternative Energies and Atomic Energy Commission, shared the image of the spicy Spanish sausage on Twitter last week, praising the level of detail it provided.
So he was fucking around clearly, and then this took on a life of its own, and he's like, whoa, 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 whoa.
He said that this is a picture of Proxima Centauri, the nearest star to the sun, located 4.2 light years away from us. It was taken by the James Webb Space Telescope. This level of detail, a new world is unveiled every day, is what he wrote in the.
That is the most accurate picture of a star close to the sun that I've ever seen that wasn't actually a star close to the sun.
Bro, it looks like a star.
It does.
And it looks like a piece of chocolate.
I can see both of them, yeah. Depending on what I'm looking for in my head, yeah. It looks delicious, I'll be honest with you. I wish I had a piece of cheese and cracker. It's like that spicy pepperoni on charcuterie boards.
How did that happen though?
It just spiraled real quick with the internet, bro.
You think so?
Yeah, it had to have. There's no way a legit published physicist would want to damage his credibility like that.
Where, after facing backlash from members backlash from members of the online community in the prank, because I guess I'm guessing he's saying that it was a prank. He wrote, in view of certain comments, I feel obliged to specify that this tweet showing an alleged picture of Proxima Centauri was a joke. Let's learn to be wary of the arguments from positions of authority as much as the spontaneous eloquence of certain images. So do you think he tried to say that after all of that, people are he meant it as a joke? Now, do you think he actually meant it as a joke, or do you think that he tried to get away with some shit?
No, I don't think he would legit try to get away. Something like someone smart like that has to know that, like, in that community, that scientific community, like, that's not going to play for long. Like, yeah, we all look at it, we think it's funny, but like when people want to know like details and shit, bro, like it's a piece of meat. The fuck you gonna do? Like, that's when you come clean. And like, he was probably getting mad questions and interview requests and like probably bullshit. He's like, yo, like, you've had that feeling where like, oh, this is getting out of control real quick.
I think it was more of it was more of other scientists and shit like that. Just like, yo, or like, what the fuck is this? And calling him out on this bullshit.
They're like, what?
I think it was more of that.
Probably, yeah, dude. Like, for sure. People that know what they're talking about are like, yeah. But then us, we're like, oh, that's crazy, bro. Did you see that star close to the sun? It's dope.
No, bro. I just want a piece of chorizo.
Facts.
Yeah.
In a burrito, like with potatoes. Been eating those from Old Pueblo.
Oh yeah, I've never been to Old Pueblo.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
It's close to me. And those are fire ass tacos.
That's what I mean. Like, I live in because I live in Greece.
That's not.
There's never, like, no one's ever said, yo, let's go meet at.
Let's go meet. And you can't. I still don't think they're even doing inside dining. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
It's just you pick it up.
Mm-hmm. I mean, every time, we've always picked it up, and they might have like the outdoor seating, but like the indoors was not. Even within the last like 6 months. Yeah. Could be different now. I don't know.
I always thought that they had a whole indoor and shit.
No, they do. But it wasn't open.
open.
Yeah, it was since COVID. Like, they never actually opened the inside dining back up. It was just takeout. Why?
Everything's opened up now.
I know.
I've never heard of anyone
what are they afraid of?
Not being open now. Like, not open up their seating. This shit feels like such a distant memory now.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right? Because it felt like that shit wasn't going to end.
And yeah, we're never going to get out of that.
You scared of this monkeypox shit?
Nah. They're saying
trying to
it's
scare
just
people.
Gay and bisexual dudes that are picking it up in major cities.
It's
weird. Like, why?
That's what they said. Why is that? I don't think.
I mean, this is legit reporting, but like CNN and shit, like, I'm seeing legit medical articles that are saying like this is the community that it's affecting.
Well, last I heard is they said something about it. Now they think that it's. I think the CDC released something saying that they think now it's airborne.
We have vaccines for it. Like, what are we waiting for?
Oh, I'm sure you can get a monkeypox vaccine.
I see. That's the thing. I think they don't have a lot of it in like cities like New York and Chicago. Like, they're fighting for this, and like there's not a lot of it, and they're like trying to get the CDC to say it's okay to use a fifth of the normal dose to like what they to inoculate anybody that needs some. It's weird, dude. Like, I've seen videos. Have you seen like what monkeypox look like, bro?
I've probably seen like one. Oof. It was rough. It's rough, yeah. It's like they said it was like chickenpox.
It's don't leave the house rough. It looked bad, bro.
Yeah, the scarring and shit like that. But it only lasts like 2 to 3 weeks.
That's it.
I mean, but still, it's not a lifelong fucking disease or
you're not a leper. It's
people
not
aren't
leprosy,
dying.
But still, it's a rough few weeks, bro.
I mean, but people aren't dying. It's a rough few weeks if you had chickenpox as an adult.
Did you have chickenpox as an adult or just as a kid? Yeah, I had it as a kid.
Yeah, I mean, you can only get chickenpox once.
It's true.
They said that if you've had chickenpox as a kid, you can possibly get shingles as an adult.
Yeah, they said the shingles virus lives
dormant
in you. Yeah.
So
my dad had shingles when I was a kid.
I'm not really worried about this monkeypox shit.
It's good. That's good.
I just think I think that they're trying, and obviously don't listen to me. Who the fuck am I? And I'll probably change my tune if more shit comes out. But it just seems like they're trying. Like this is another thing. Like it's real, and there are a bunch of cases out there. But I think that they're
not going
also
Rogan on the monkeypox.
Yeah, but I think that I think that also though that it's kind of like another scare tactic. We got to remember the times before COVID when we would hear that some shit was going around, and we
Like bird
would be
flu?
like, yeah,
Bird
we'd
flu,
be
they're
like,
like,
we don't
"Meh,
know anybody.
we don't
who,
care about bird flu.
I don't fucking know anybody
Let's
who's
go
ever
back
had.
to not
Do you
giving
know
a fuck
somebody?
about it.
Do you know somebody that had bird flu? No. Do I know? No, I don't. But the shit was around, and people were getting
SARS.
it. You know what I mean?
SARS.
Yeah,
Was SARS bird flu? Is that the same thing?
No, I think those are two different
Different.
things.
I don't give a fuck about SARS either.
But either way, that's what I'm saying. Is like we need to get back to that where
we didn't give a fuck about
we didn't give a fuck about it unless
we
it.
need to get back to that. Well, we don't give a fuck about pandemics and epidemics.
Well,
and,
not to the extent where shit is like everyone's in fucking panic mode.
Sure.
It's just like, yo, we just live our fucking lives, and then if it impacts us, it impacts us.
SARS.
Yo, it sounds fucked up, but that's how we lived.
That is. This is a wild life we live.
Word, bro.
Wild.
So
How
many
do we get
fucking.
here? How do we make it?
So much shit that I've heard about that it was just like,
Yeah.
like, that should have never happened. I should have, and that's exactly what people thought COVID was.
Oh, this is another. This is like monkeypox.
Yeah,
This is like
what?
SARS.
How did you get it? Some dude ate a bat. The
fuck 'em.
Fuck, that shit ain't happening here, man. We don't eat bats.
We're good.
Oh man. All right, man. Let's get into. Oh man.
Juicy Hollywood.
I don't even know if it's Hollywood.
We got more news. Is it like on the border?
It
or
is.
this,
It is much more on the borderline where I think it's
Okay.
more so. It's more so Hollywood, but it's a nice transition, right?
Okay.
So, all right. So apparently, our good friend Ezra Miller.
Oh, okay.
Ezra Miller's friends are saying that they're concerned as the Flash actor travels the U.S. in body armor and faces claims of running a cult in Iceland. So apparently, he's like, he has all kind of claims against him, saying that he's, I think we've talked about it before, that he is like trying to, or they, sorry. I don't want to be called out for that. They are trying to, what were they accused of? What's the
Grooming.
Grooming.
Yes, they were accused
a 14-year-old
of
or some shit like that.
Amongst many other.
So grooming, they were accused of obviously running a cult and having guns. And stuff as they travel the states.
How are they even traveling the states right now?
I'm sure
they're
they make good
clearly
money off of
wanted.
those movies.
I mean, people are looking
they're on
for
the run.
Ezra Miller. That's what I'm saying. And like, I just saw something that like Ezra Miller stole booze from somebody's crib in Vermont.
I was going to get to that. So that was the next thing that literally happened today.
I don't know the timeline.
I don't know the timeline either. But like we've already seen like the attacks. They're attacking people.
Multiple people coming forward saying
this one was literally today. The Flash actor Ezra Miller cited for felony burglary after allegedly stealing alcohol from a Vermont home. So it's like
they were just in Hawaii. How the fuck are they 7,000 miles in Vermont? Like you could not be further away. Like I feel like that is almost the opposite side of the globe.
Yeah.
And nobody like airport secure, like, oh, it's just Ezra. Let him
probably
get him
probably
on through.
grew a beard and shit. Like
I don't think Ezra Miller can grow a beard.
So either. I don't think so.
Based on that smooth complexion.
Yeah.
I'm just not seeing it. Yeah, I don't see a beard on. I don't see a beard on Ezra.
I can see his stubble.
Oh yeah, no.
But
they try hard. They shave multiple times a day to keep that at bay.
That's probably why I can't stop. I can't shave my beard.
Because you'd look like Ezra.
Yeah, I would have to keep that shit up.
You'd have the Ezra Miller. Yeah,
I'm not trying to do all that.
No,
But it's crazy, right? Like this
Flashpoint still hasn't come out yet, and Ezra's still fucking around.
Yeah, this says that they were cited for it, so like they were caught for that shit, right? Is that what cited means?
I would assume, yeah, or cited, like ticketed, like they realized that the law was broke and that it needed to be reprimanded. I don't know what cite. That's a very weird way to phrase that. Cited, like when. We don't know when. This could have been previous to Hawaii. I just want to know. Like, I'm hoping they didn't let.
No, this
Ezra
one
go
was.
from
This
Hawaii
one
to
came
Vermont.
out today.
No, because I saw that story, the Vermont story, a couple of days ago.
Oh, okay.
So that
okay.
maybe CNN just got wind of it today. But like, I saw the Vermont thing, and I was gonna be like, how the hell did Ezra get from Hawaii with nobody noticing that? Here's a fugitive on the loose, like in body armor.
Yeah,
Who does that?
But
Why?
I know that I know that they have a bunch of charges that they have to see themselves through. But are they wanted? I think they're just traveling.
Pending, don't you? Like, isn't your like? Because I mean, they check your license at the airport. They'd be like, "Hey, this is Ezra Miller."
Probably driving everywhere.
So that's got to be it then. Because like if they're flying, there's no way they're flying everywhere and doing their thing and just going on about their lives. In a
Jump
Winnebago
in the
or
car,
something.
yeah, I can.
Didn't he have
pay
like
for
a
whatever.
mom and a daughter? He had like a mom and a daughter hostage or something. Like that was the. Wow, this could be a movie. Fuck Flashpoint. I don't even want to see Flashpoint,
Yeah,
bro.
I
I want
wanna
to
see
see
this.
the Ezra Miller story. Just like, even if it was on like Lifetime, because that's what it sounds like, a cheesy ass Lifetime movie that my mom would fuck with. And I would too, honestly, if it was the Ezra Miller story. I need to know.
Yeah, I need to know what we have to see how it ends before something like that can happen.
I want to hear from Ezra. I want to hear, because all we hear is news stories and these grooming and doing this. Like, talk to us.
Are they
Call
gonna
into the
be-
pod, Ezra. We want to hear from you. If you're listening out there,
Are they going to end up like is it McAfee?
the antivirus dude that was pooping in the hammocks. I
That was
hope not.
Pooping into girls' mouths and had girls pooping into his mouth.
Yes, that was it.
Yeah.
I hope not.
I mean,
I hope it doesn't come to that.
I mean, it's sounds like it's going in that direction with all these cults and shit.
It's not going in a great direction.
The cults were in Iceland.
Iceland. So now we have Iceland in the mix. What kind of travel agent? Who is Ezra Miller's travel agent? That's what I want to know.
I think the cult thing happened before the string of everything else, because how would you get to? He's able to get through the U.S. just fine.
There's a cult network.
The second that you try to get yourself to Iceland, I think you might run into a slight snag.
Oh yeah. You're like, you need a passport. Like, hey,
yeah, that had to be the beginning of that.
Unless there's a fake passport, this is a whole thing now. We gotta know.
It's almost like Leo DiCaprio.
I was
Catch Me If You
thinking
Can.
that. Yeah, Catch Me If You Can. But there's no way Ezra's as smart as Leo.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if they've been, just like stealing? He stole a pilot's outfit. And he's just been flying planes left and right.
That was how Ezra got from Hawaii to Vermont. He just stole a captain's outfit, flew that bitch.
Yeah.
I'd be
In
impressed.
2022,
honestly. Yeah,
it's completely plausible.
they let anybody through airport security these days. So
Yeah, as long as you have a suit on with wings, you're good.
or stylish ass makeup like Ezra.
He has that. They have that in spades.
Get some help. Get some help, bud.
I don't think he's listening to you.
You hear me,
I
Ezra?
don't think they're listening to anyone.
Just it gets better, I promise. But you got to stop all this. For me,
yeah.
I did my part.
And which one of them you think is committing the crimes? Has the other one hostage? We'll move on. Dave is like, I'm not getting sucked into this.
This is gonna be a fucking drop. I know it.
No. Oh man, I just can't get used to the whole they thing.
It is tough.
It's rough.
It is tough.
But we have to respect people's
Do like a
wishes.
Demi and just go back. Right? No, we remember that article. Demi went back to the
yeah.
Good for her.
Just go back. Yeah. Go back.
Just go back.
I didn't identify as that before.
Yeah.
But I do now. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm feeling feminine is what she said. That's all we need.
Yeah.
Makes
said
it
before she didn't feel like a male or a female. So she went by they.
Yep.
Yep.
Now she's feeling feminine.
Now she's
Love it.
Yep. You love it. I love it even more. All right, so let's officially get to it. Hollywood. Are we getting canceled this episode?
For sure.
Okay, cool. All right, so I want to say that the biggest news right now that popped up today also is the fact that Giancarlo Esposito, who we know from
Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, The Boys,
a little bit of everything,
Far
Star
Cry
Wars,
6,
Mandalorian.
Mando. God, he's fucking good.
Expressed his interest in being in the MCU, and he's confirmed that he has had meetings with Marvel.
He's had meetings. That is what impresses me.
Yes.
That he has had meetings because, of course, any actor, we've said this a billion times, I want to be part of the MCU. Of course you do. Awesome.
And it's Disney. He has the good relationship because of Mandalorian.
Sure does. He sure does. Mando, Boba. Was he in Boba episodes? I feel like he was in a Boba episode or two. But it's probably just Mando. If either way, like, the fact that he actually had meetings on that is huge. Right. Just meaning, Marvel's even considering it. They're like, okay. And like, I would fuck with that for sure. Like, I have no problem with that at all, especially knowing Giancarlo Esposito. Not personally, obviously. I don't know Giancarlo Esposito personally. But like, his body of work, there's nothing that tells me that he could not absolutely murder that role.
Well, I didn't mention that part is no, it's not a big thing, but he just said that he specifically wanted to play Professor X, and that is what I thought. I read an article saying that he wanted to play Professor X in the animated series, the X-Men '97, which I thought would have worked from what I remember. What Professor X sounded like Giancarlo Esposito.
He doesn't sound. He has a very distinct,
voice. Very distinctive, commanding voice. So he can do that. So that's what I thought initially, but apparently he wants to portray him.
You think he'd be bald? I think they would do a bald.
Yeah,
Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah, he would have to be. He would have to be. So let me see here. So I want to see where he says. So I have not. He stated, I have not worked with Marvel yet. I've been in a room with them and talked with them. And to answer your question, I think that I think what they do is on the lines of the mythological journey that Joe Campbell talked about, who happened to be a friend of George Lucas, that George Lucas put into his stories. So they pretty much do the same thing. So there's been talk of Magneto. Well, it says Esposito proceeded to name drop some of the comic book characters he could possibly portray. He said, so there's been talk of Magneto. There's been talk of Dr. Freeze. There's been talk of... he said, who else are they talking about over there? He said, Doom, and there is Professor X. So they asked him to pick one, and he picked Professor X. I have heard those rumors that he may play Doctor Doom, which I could see that too. I could definitely see that. Yeah, given his history in a lot of these, he has not played a hero.
Right.
In anything. He's always played like this menacing, either an anti-hero or a straight up villain. Mm-hmm. Would you say he was an anti-hero in Breaking Bad?
No.
That was straight up villain.
He was not a good dude. Nobody was rooting for Gus Fring. And
I mean, kind of.
I mean, just because the character was so badass, but like when he got his shit blown off, you were like, fuck yeah, that's right. Like you were ready for it.
Yeah.
You weren't like that when Walter.
I can definitely see it. I can definitely see him playing Professor X.
Honestly, just get this man in the MCU. Like, I don't even care if it's not Professor X. Like, they can find something. But people
are talking mega shit now because of this.
Yeah, of course,
You know, it's the internet. It's gonna happen. I was on Twitter earlier.
Different from what they know.
I was on Twitter earlier, and they're saying, "Oh, one dude was just like, why we have Patrick Stewart and we have McAvoy. Like, we don't need another professor.
We already have two white guys. We don't need any more people. Thank you very much."
Someone else is just like, "Oh, it has to be woke culture. Like, just fucking leave it alone." It's just like move the fuck on, man. These characters. This is another thing that people don't fucking consider when they think like, oh, the character was always white and he has to stay white, right? These characters were created during a time where minorities were not represented a whole lot, like at all, right? So even back then, like Storm. Who was the other person of color in the X-Men? Can't really think of one, right? They just had Storm, whatever. But either way, I don't know. People are always gonna talk shit. People talk shit when Samuel L. was cast as Nick Fury, and now I can't see anybody else as Nick Fury.
Was Mace Windu black in Star Wars? Like, was that a normal?
I want to say that I don't know. Was that canon prior to?
I don't know. I don't even know if that's part of. That's a Rocco question for next week.
Yeah.
Rocco next week, by the way.
Yes. I don't think that character.
I think that was made specifically for the movies. Like, we need to get Sam Jackson in this bitch, make up a character, Mace Windu, make him black, get him in there.
I think obviously they had the character when they wrote it out and wrote a script, and then they hired someone. But the reason why I don't think it was canon prior to the movies was because he specifically wanted purple lightsaber for no reason, because like there are reasons why certain crystals, if you played Knights of the Old Republic and shit like that, like certain crystals meant certain shit and blah blah blah,
right?
And literally Mace Windu's was purple just because Samuel wanted a purple lightsaber. So if it was canon in any way, people would have flipped their shit. And I've never heard anything like that. So that's the reason why I don't think Mace Windu was a character prior.
Curious. I'm going to hit Rocco with that next week.
Sure. But I know that, like I said, Nick Fury was always white. So people just need.
I don't even think of Nick Fury. Like, all I know is Sam Jackson is Nick Fury. Right. Like, I don't know what did the comic book Nick Fury even look like?
White dude with an eye patch.
Sure.
Before he did it, I want to say it was what was his name? David Hasselhoff played Nick Fury.
Really? Yeah. In what?
In some old Marvel show that wasn't prior to the MCU.
Was it the Fantastic Four movie from the 90s? I
can't think of it.
Would there have been a Nick Fury in that?
David, no one hassles the Hoff.
No one hassles the Hoff. That's true.
All right, so David Hasselhoff, Nick Fury, Nick Fury, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
What?
Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., 98.
Oh, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. in 90. Imagine this new Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. sucked dick. Imagine how much the 1998.
Oh, this was, like I've seen small clips and it was.
I'd rather watch.
It's David Hasselhoff, so
I'd rather watch the drunk hamburger David Hasselhoff video than that.
Yeah.
Oof.
Craziness.
That's great. Just his eye patch and the poster there. That's so bad.
Yeah, the way he's running on the cover. Is
somebody
horrible.
greenlit that, and they're like, "Yo, we need to get this to the public."
And it's David Hasselhoff.
That was probably great coming off of fucking Knight Rider and shit.
No, well, let's take a look.
98. No, Knight Rider was like probably
Knight Rider was
early
like 80s. I want to say late 80s, maybe.
Yeah, but mid 80s.
Yeah.
Ended in like 91 or some shit.
I wonder how long it's going to be until they remake that.
I feel like they are.
I want to say that they probably are.
What are
All right, let's see. All right, so let's go down to 98, I said?
Yeah, 98 was the Nick Fury. David
98,
Hasselhoff.
Nick Fury, he came straight off of
Baywatch. So he was coming off of some Baywatch.
Baywatch
shit.
ended in 97. He had a couple TV movies. And that was a TV movie.
Oh, that was a TV movie.
Yeah, so you know it's fucking horrible.
Jesus.
And oh no, that's a video. Yeah, so he wasn't
When did Knight Rider end?
Knight Rider ran for let's see. Damn,
There it is right there.
Oh, Knight Rider, 82 to 86.
Damn, that's it, bro. Oh my God. I was watching it syndicated in the early 90s as a kid then.
Yeah.
That's even sadder.
I knew this shit was syndicated.
Bro, I thought those were new episodes I was watching. My mom lied to me when I was a kid.
us.
It was.
Everything was new to us.
If you missed an episode of a show back then, you had nothing. You missed it. That was it. If you had something going on, oh well. Maybe it'll get syndicated in 5 years and you can catch up.
You can't.
There wasn't a DVD box set.
Well, you can't miss it because you'll have to catch next week's show.
Mm-hmm.
And before you catch next week's show,
they give you the little tidbit.
Yeah, like you gotta.
Last week on Knight Rider.
I don't think there was a whole lot of continuity though, like that.
There was a decent amount. There was like a lot of like Dallas and shit. Like there was more continuity than you. It wasn't as prevalent as it is now, but like there was definitely shows and like that was new at the time. So people were like, "Whoa, I gotta watch this. This is fucking like." That was the beginning of the. Oh my God, I gotta tune in this night at this time. Like it was a whole fucking thing. Like that was unheard of until that period. Fuck, dude. That would have been dope though. Like Gilligan's Island. I would have fucking had Gilligan's Island parties.
I like Gilligan's Island. But that one was not continuity for sure.
No, absolutely
It was
not.
just straight up
Episodic,
sitcom.
yeah. Yep. Week to week. Stupid bullshit. Yep.
I know nothing about Dallas other than they shot JR.
Somebody shot JR.
Someone did.
Yeah, somebody did. It was not good. People were losing their shit when JR got shot. Yeah, no, it was
That's
just
all
like
I know.
it was like rich Texas oil tycoon soap opera type bullshit. Like it wasn't anything good. I mean, at the time it was probably fire, but like, yeah, no, it was just one of the shows that started the gotta tune in to this show at this time and this night.
Yeah. Well, either way, just to kind of reel it back in, I'd be happy to have Giancarlo Esposito as Professor X. I think he would kill that role.
Did you say Dr. Freeze?
Dr. Freeze.
Like Mr. Freeze, like DCU?
I think he said Dr. Freeze, but I think that's what he meant, Mr. Freeze.
I just didn't know if there was like a Marvel character that I didn't know.
I don't know.
Or Mr.
Let's see if he fucked up.
That would be pretty fucked up if there was a Dr. Freeze in the MCU and a Mr. Freeze in the Mr. Freeze.
Everybody, chill. Yeah, he meant Mr. Freeze.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Yeah, Victor Freeze, DC. There is no Dr. Freeze.
So maybe that's not the character for him. Maybe we go with Professor X.
No, I still like him as. I mean, that's a whole different thing. As a matter of fact, we could just jump to that. Talking about DC. So DC released a statement saying that they are actually. We might have noticed that a couple things were canceled and everything. And we're going to get into one of those in just a second. But DC came out and everybody was wondering, like, why are these shows coming out? Like, you know, why are they canceling shows? The Flash TV series is ending. Obviously, all of the things that are going on with Ezra Miller, that can't possibly go on.
Right.
And people didn't know the state of what DC was going through. And then a lot of things were canceled. One of which it was Batgirl. Batgirl ended up being canceled. And
the whole movie.
The whole movie. I think it was in post-production, and they just decided that we are going to cancel that out. Because a lot of people are saying because it's a, tax write-off, they'll get, not all of the money, but, they'll get some of that money back or whatever, like $20 million out of the $90 million that they spent.
Recouping something.
Sure. Yeah, recouping something, which we can elaborate on in a little bit, but like soon after that, while we were all wondering, Warner Brothers came out and teased that now they have a 10-year plan for DC films. And in the snippet that I have here, it says, there will be a team with a 10-year plan focusing on just DC. It's very similar to the structure that Alan Horn and Bob Iger put together very effectively with Kevin Feige at Disney. And according to Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav, we think that we could build a long-term, much stronger, sustainable growth business out of DC. And as part of that, we're going to focus on quality. We're not going to release any film before it's ready. We're not going to release a film to make a quarter. So that sounds promising. It sounds promising. But also, did they have to throw in there, very similar to Marvel, because that has been the downfall.
Yeah.
Is they have been trying to copy the Marvel
And this time
formula.
they just came out and said it. They're like, listen, we're copying the Marvel formula that you all know and love.
Yeah.
They just announced their fucking 3-year plan within the last few weeks. Like, trust us, guys. And like, that's awesome that they're saying that, but like, we need to see something.
I think that it's a step in the right direction.
Sure.
With them canceling out like Batgirl,
acknowledging that there's a problem.
Yeah, and not only that, but they just took that L with Batgirl, canceled it out,
ate it. Impressive.
And it seems like they're getting rid of the bullshit CW shows.
And this was a movie with Michael Keaton in it. They scrapped a Michael Keaton movie, dog.
It's not a Michael Keaton movie.
I'm just saying, Michael Keaton's in it.
Here's the thing.
Michael Keaton joint.
Here's where my thoughts were with that, right? So if they brought this person in and they're mapping out a 10-year plan for DC, and they look at everything and they feel like, how can we move forward from here, right? Which way do we want to go? They have to have at least some sort of idea of where they would want to go. Mm-hmm. And I think we've all talked about how convoluted everything is at DC right now, right? We have two different Batmans,
two canons.
Everything is like they tried to piece it together by saying, oh, it's multiverse. And Flashpoint was supposed to bring the multiverse together kind of thing. That whole shit, right? Mm-hmm. And then that was delayed up to next year and whatnot. Even with all of this, I believe they initially announced that Flashpoint was actually going to be canceled, but they came out and said that Flashpoint will still be released. So I'm down to watch that. But I think what they want to do is they want to salvage the things that they have at this moment and piece them together somehow. And I think Batgirl took things in a different direction. Because I don't think they had a direction really, other than, hey, we have Michael Keaton. People love Michael Keaton. Let's throw him into this movie.
Facts.
So like, and why would they throw Michael Keaton into that movie? Who the fuck knows? He's going to be an old Batman. So it's like that. And that was my thought when I kept seeing, oh, Michael Keaton's in this movie. Cool. Like Michael Keaton's in Flashpoint. Awesome. Great. They have to be setting up Batman Beyond. Yeah. That would be amazing. Oh, Michael Keaton's now in Batgirl. What the fuck are they doing? That was my initial thought with that. So I think it's more promising now that we might actually get a Batman Beyond with something like that happening. you know, with this 10-year plan, the whole thing with Aquaman and what's his name?
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck, Bruce Wayne popping up in that. I think that was more so like, hey, Flashpoint isn't coming out until until next year, so
let's give him a little something.
Yeah, even if what people think is that Batman was going to die in that, or Ben Affleck or whatever, he was going to die and that was going to be his last movie.
Yeah.
But with that moving on, and that, you know, over a year, now they kind of have to milk that Batman a little bit more.
Yes, they do.
You know, so I think that has to do with it. There's a big chance that now that they got their shit together, they may actually keep Ben Affleck.
And that wouldn't be the worst thing if they decide just pick something. Just pick something and fucking run with it. Give us a universe.
I think they're already fucked up because we have
continuity. We got fucking Pattinson now, and we want Pattinson because he's fucking killer Batman.
I just don't. I don't think the continuity.
They were smart, they would run with that. The Joker, the fucking Joaquin Phoenix. They would say, "Listen, let's sit down. Let's hash this out. Let's put something together that people give a fuck about."
I think that's where it's going to end up.
If it's not, it's the same recycled garbage DC bullshit that they put out. It's just they're calling it a 10-year plan. Like, if it's not going in the direction that we know it should, and I say we lightly because obviously we don't know everything, but like we know what's working right now.
Right.
And it's not what they've been doing. It's this fucking Joaquin Phoenix, Robert Pattinson shit. Like, you need to start building shit around that. Get fucking what's his face on board from the Todd Phillips. Get Todd Phillips on board. Like, find your Feige, find your fucking James Gunns, find your fucking directors that are gonna make this shit work.
Yeah.
Finally,
I think those are they're gonna base it around that stuff. Suicide Squad, the things that are already working right now. How can they put
sense? We're not.
How can they bring them together? I have no fucking
That's
clue.
why they pay guys millions of dollars to do that kind of thing. That's not, we don't get paid that money, but like, we know what needs to be done. Maybe we don't know how to do it, but come on.
We'll see. We'll see how that all goes. And I'm hoping for the best because when it comes to DC, I'm mainly a Batman fan. I don't really find myself giving too much of a fuck about any of the other characters.
Until you make us.
Yeah.
You make us give a fuck about
Superman, I kind of care about.
I'll dabble in some Superman. It's nostalgic.
Yeah. I think that's more so what it is.
Yeah. But those two, if you're not Batman or Superman, like,
but
you
then
need
again,
to put in that work.
Then again, James Gunn made me give a shit about Suicide Squad.
For sure.
When a whole other fucking director did not.
That just shows you. That just shows you the shitty DC choices that they're making.
Yeah.
Or have been making. I mean, they're making better ones. Obviously, they're trying. But that it's night and day.
It is night and day. We'll see. We'll see how it ends up. I'm hopeful, but I would not be surprised if they shit the bed.
Nope. We're expecting them to. If they don't shit the bed, we'll be surprised. We're expecting shit all over that fucking DC bed.
Yep. We'll be happy. And I still am, even with all that crazy shit. I'm still looking forward to Flashpoint.
Yeah.
Because there's so much
there.
There's so much going on. They can make changes right now to make it flow with whatever storyline they're doing.
Chop it. They're not getting Ezra reshoots, but aside from that, whatever they need to do it.
I think most of the reshoots are gonna have to be with like other characters and shit.
Clearly,
yeah. Well,
that aren't on the lam.
Yeah, like Michael Keaton and all that. You know, depending on what they want to do with that. Like right now is the time where if they have Ben Affleck not dying in this, if that was their plan, they were ending it, and he decided like, yo, I still want to be a part of this. I love what you laid out. And I still want to be this part of all of this. Mm-hmm. They could just change that up real quick.
Yeah.
And now he's surviving, and we get a bunch of other things, but that would still leave a whole other fucking Batman movie. That was supposed to originally be his fucking movie. So, I know. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. since we were talking about DC stuff,
here we go.
it's first and foremost, they confirmed that the Joker will be released in October 4th, 2024.
2024, bro.
Know, it always sounds so fucking far away.
It does, and then we blink and it's there. But like right now, that shit feels fucking like I'm gonna be 50 when that shit drops, bro. Like I feel like I'm never gonna see it.
Yeah. And then more so now that it's been official, because there was always talks of it.
Yep.
But it's now official that Lady Gaga will be in the sequel playing Dr. Harleen Quinn. How do you feel about it?
I feel good about it.
Yeah.
I still am nervous about the musical aspect to it. I keep hearing the musings of it's going to be a musical. I'm like,
I think people are talking about it, like, and
what is a musical? Like,
I was watching New Rock Stars.
Yeah.
And they were saying that they feel like and it made sense that like certain movies aren't musicals, but they're set to certain music, and like, you know, music has a big aspect or has a big control over the movie. And movies that are examples of that are the first Joker, where, you know, they used music to change moods and like do certain things and to invoke certain feelings.
Right.
Another one is like Guardians of the Galaxy. James Gunn is a big he's a big user of that type of that style, or like even Harley Quinn in Birds of Prey.
Yeah,
that was very music driven, where it wasn't a musical, but certain things, there were certain scenes that music was used in order to really emphasize what was going on. And that they believe that it was possibly going to be something like that. However, they came out and said musical. So I'm worried about that.
I'd love the idea of using music to emphasize, but at no point do I want the characters to actually break into song. Like Gunn does it right. The soundtrack, the music, the vibes, it's huge for Guardians. All those movies, they revolve literally like the soundtrack, the cassette is like a deeply rooted in the story of Peter Quill.
Sure.
But like, I don't want my characters to break into song. Like I don't
want that
like,
either. No,
that's what makes it a musical for me. And that's what I'm afraid of. And granted, you know, one song, like, oh, here's a scene where they are feeling crazy and they do this duet song, like fine, whatever. But like to call something a musical, like fucking Phantom of the Opera, or
yeah.
Fuck, dude. Like,
I'm hoping that it's not that. And it doesn't. It doesn't make me feel any better that they hire fucking Lady Gaga,
right? Somebody who is more than adequately equipped to do a musical,
correct?
So like, they're like, hey, if we're gonna, like, it's on, like. It feels musical-ish. Everything is screaming musical. Lady Gaga. Why get Lady Gaga? There's a million other actresses that could be Harley Quinn. Why Lady Gaga?
You're right. I think she has the look for a good
She's
Harley.
Crazy. I get the crazy Harley vibe for sure.
Yeah, like just a look of that Harley look. I think she can pull it off.
She can pull it off for sure. But you know what else she can do? She can sing a whole fucking musical, bro. And that's what we don't want. Or at least I don't want. I don't want to speak for everybody.
I don't want it, but you know, I also had my reservations of the first movie, and Todd Phillips delivered. Honestly, Todd Phillips has been delivering over the past decades.
I've yet to see Todd Phillips deliver a musical.
That's true.
That's
but
what I'm worried about. I don't want Hamilton
saying,
here in Joker makeup.
I don't think that. I think because we've never seen that, I don't think it's exactly going to be that. But I think whatever it is.
You saw Hamilton or no?
I've seen half of Hamilton.
Why didn't you watch the other half? Because it's a shitty musical.
Because it's a musical. Yeah, I'm not huge on musicals, but either way, I just I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful.
Me too.
Even if it's quote unquote a musical, I feel like they will probably make it work.
Yeah.
In a way where it doesn't feel like it's musical.
I'd like
and
that.
I think knowing Todd Phillips and stuff like that, it's like, I want to say he said that it was it's more so making fun of musicals.
I'd like a satirical kind of musical. I could get down with that. Just even if it's still a musical, but you call it satirical, and I think it's funny, like I'll roll with that. Yeah. I'm not picky.
Sure.
Fuck.
I think, yeah, I'm hopeful on it. I'm really hopeful on it. He delivered.
We'll know in 7 years when it comes out.
We'll see. But I liked Quest. I thought he sent us a snippet of something, and I thought it was for this movie. But it was a snippet from an interview when the first movie came out. And I think it was important to bring it up because it kind of lets me know what the tone is for the movies in general, like the Joker in general. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I know where I can find it. All right, so the quote was, and this is talking about the original one when we knew nothing about the premise. But it says, there's a lot of ways that you could look at this movie. You could look at it and go, this is just one of the multiple choice stories. None of it happened. I don't want to say that what it is, but a lot of people I've shown have said, oh, I get it. He's just making up a story. The whole movie is the joke. And the thing this guy in Arkham Asylum concocted, he might not even be the Joker. So it's like, it could go one of two ways. And I've been saying it since the beginning when we heard of sequels, right? Is I like the idea of every movie is a different version of this character that he made up in his mind. Mm-hmm. And like, whereas the last time we have the mental patient who, or not even the mental patient, but this nobody who was pretty much being toned down by society and, you know, always at odds until he decided to take his life in his own hands. And that was the whole thing. In this other movie, maybe he's like in the Three Jokers, the comic series, right? Where you have the gangster, you have the comedian, you have, you know, we saw the comedian first.
Yeah.
So like, if this other Joker and this is a whole different story of, you know, how he came to be, or it's a whole different take on the character, but same Joaquin Phoenix, all that shit, but it's just a little bit different.
Yeah.
But same grittiness and all of that would be dope. New Rockstars was saying that they think that it may be given the name and everything, I guess the
folie à deux.
The folie à deux actually is a sickness where it's like it's contagious, and then with it being Harley, you know, like if he says it's a sickness that he has where he's laughing uncontrollably, that he passes it on to this doctor who's, you know, and now they both lost their minds together, you know, like now they're one or whatever. He passed it on to her. I think folie à deux, I think maybe it could be that at some point, like if it is a different version, right, and this one is completely different, at some point they could merge those, and it's either a lot of people are taking it that it's Harley and Joker that are going through it together, but it could be himself, like he doesn't know what the fuck is going on anymore.
Personalities.
His multiple person
could be Arthur and the Joker.
Yeah, Danny says that he wants it to be like he wants him to be an imposter where he made all this shit up, but he ends up calling himself the Joker, and then the real Joker comes out and shoots him,
and then he does real shit.
Yeah, and then that's, you know, and it could be what's his name, Keegan.
Oh,
Barry Keegan.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if because he's in Arkham, he's in the mental institute,
and then that's how you bring over the Pattinson world. It just
and he kills him
crosses over,
and he says, "Shit, none of that shit none of that shit is real. I'm the Joker." That would be dope.
He's wasting his talents tattooing. He needs to start writing for DC because they could use a little talent like that.
I mean, we'll see how it all turns out. I know I kind of went on a little bit of a rant there, but
it was related to the topic, so we've done worse for sure. You stayed way on track.
I just think I don't know. I don't know where they're going with it. I feel like it's gonna be dope when we get it.
It will.
As long as they keep the music to a minimum. One, maybe 2 songs that are pivotal. To the story.
Really change the story too. Like it's gotta get in there and really be like, oh man, I was so wrong.
Yeah. And I kind of feel like we're gonna get that.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I've never hoped to be more wrong.
Can you think of a Todd Phillips movie that bombed?
I mean, did he do any of did he do the Hangover 2 or the Hangover 3? Because those blew.
Probably did.
But I mean, old school Starsky and Hutch, those were funny. Like those are classics in my eyes. But those second and third Hangover movies were.
He did do Starsky.
He did. Yeah. Snoop was in that shit. Road Trip. Yeah.
Great movie.
Yep.
Let's see.
Was he an executive producer? He had to have gotten some bullshit credit.
He was a producer on The Star Is Born.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
That's the Lady Gaga. There's the Lady Gaga connection. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ.
He directed War Dogs?
Oh, that's right. No.
I didn't even know that.
People were just talking about War Dogs.
And he did 1, 2, and 3.
So, yeah, he is not perfect. We know this. Those are terrible movies.
Oh, man.
Can't even when they're on cable, and I can let anything play on cable in the background, I don't even want those 2 movies to play in the background while I'm doing other things. That's how much I hate those 2 movies. Okay. Because he wrote the first one, I'm guessing.
He did not. He was actually he was one of the writers for 2 and 3. And in 1, it was John Lucas and Scott Moore.
Oh, they needed to bring John Lucas and Scott Moore back. They fucked up big time.
Not only that, but they kept rehashing the same fucking jokes. So they're going to be...
That was so bad.
Yeah, they're not going to be good.
I can't even tell you more than 2 scenes.
Due Date was good.
Due Date was great.
School for Scoundrels.
Love School for Scoundrels.
Yeah. Starsky and Hutch. Old School Road Trip.
Yep. Classic. Banger.
Yeah.
Just those 2. Those are blemish. I would ask IMDb to take those off of my page.
War Dogs was even good, and that was
War Dogs was great, dude.
Yeah, that was even afterward. Great.
Miles Teller and Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
Awesome. Bradley Cooper was in that.
He was part writer of that.
The dude, I don't know what happened. I don't understand.
I don't understand either. Oh, he's not. Oh, he's one writer. Okay. No, I got it. Okay. He is writing the third. I hate when they put based on these characters so they get credited as writers.
Oh, okay. So the second and the third he didn't write?
No, I'm talking about Joker now.
Oh, okay. He's writing it?
But yeah, and it's Todd Phillips and Scott Silver wrote Joker.
What else is Scott Silver write?
Let's see. Scott Silver wrote If This Shit Ever Fucking Loads.
My man with the 56K connection. Can we get the fucking AOL noises up in this bitch? We need that drop for when the shit's slow as a motherfucker.
Oh, shit. He's the one writing the Hulk Hogan movie.
The one with Chris Hemsworth?
Yeah. And he is attached to Joker Folie à Deux.
Okay.
So good.
All
He wrote the Fighter, 8 Mile,
Academy Award winning song.
The Mod Squad back in '99.
With the fucking Giovanni Ribisi.
Let me see. Oh shit, No. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. I forget his name. I forgot about that. Yeah, Claire Danes and Omar Epps would have been more memorable.
Epps. Okay.
And The Finest Hours.
Terrible movie. What's The Finest Hours?
The Finest Hours is a Chris Pine movie. It's a war movie. Chris Pine, Casey Affleck, Eric Bana.
Damn. Ben Foster,
yeah. John Ortiz, I know him from a few things.
That's a decent cast.
It is. I want to say, I can't remember if I saw this or not. It seems familiar.
We probably watched it on HBO as a teenager and didn't give a fuck.
I'm talking about this was 2016.
Oh, then we definitely didn't watch it on HBO as a teenager and not give a fuck.
Yeah.
I definitely didn't see that.
I want to. Yeah, I'm gonna give this a shot now.
Ben Foster was not around when I was a kid.
The Coast Guard makes a daring rescue attempt off the coast of Cape Cod after a pair of oil tankers are destroyed during a blizzard in 1952.
Wasn't that the Ashton Kutcher movie where he was a Coast Guard? Kevin Costner. Fuck that movie. Fuck this bullshit. Yeah, you remember that.
I do
bullshit.
remember that shit. Man, fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit.
I don't know. I'm looking forward to this though. Looking forward to it.
Word.
Yeah.
Wait, what are we talking about? We're looking forward to?
Joker.
Oh, Joker. Yeah. I thought we were talking about Kevin Costner. I was like, fuck him.
No. Fuck Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner was one of those actors where he
was okay.
He received praise and everything. Like I understand.
How justified was it though?
It's not even like
Waterworld. Fuck out of here.
He had a lot. I mean, he had a lot of good movies.
He had some bangers in a very short span of time.
Sure. But his movies, to me, growing up, I never cared about Kevin Costner because his movies were always dramas, drawn out fucking dramas.
Just white people, Oscar bait.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, Kevin Costner.
Yep. You're not wrong.
When am I ever?
All very Field of Dreams-ish.
Field of Dreams-ish.
Yeah. So, are you looking forward to She-Hulk now after all the stuff that we
after we found out about all the Matt Murdock and fucking I'm very pumped about She-Hulk now. Yeah. Because we thought at best it would be like a Matt Murdock cameo, and apparently based on at least what I've been reading, there's a decent amount of Matt Murdock and Daredevil, and like we saw Daredevil's new outfit. I don't know if you saw those screenshots there. Yeah, I'm way more pumped than I were.
People are saying that there's a shit.
It's like
there's a shit ton of cameos in there.
It's like Boba riding that Mando wave. Like I feel like She-Hulk is gonna ride that Daredevil wave and probably kill. Honestly,
I forgot there was another rumor where it would possibly be a cameo, but it just didn't make sense. I wanted to say like someone said like Deadpool or something. No,
I did read that. I did see the Deadpool cameo rumor.
Yeah. And I'm like, they're just
being greedy.
Yeah, they're just being greedy. Yeah. I don't think it's gonna be that much.
And if we got one,
I'm
here for it. I would shit. I would probably.
Yeah.
You know how we text the show name with the exclamation point after we watched it? Like there would be 80,000 exclamation points. So if you see that from a She-Hulk, you know that Daredevil was in one of the episodes.
All right. Well, we know that I'm probably going to watch it before you do, so I will do that for you.
Yeah, your 4 a.m. viewings. Yep.
I actually will avoid doing that so that you are even more.
That would be dope. I appreciate that. That would be sick. I'd be like, yo, you didn't put all the fucking exclamation points.
Yeah, I can't take that away from you if some shit like that happens.
That's dope. Yeah, don't take any of the big shit away. I don't give a fuck about whatever. Some Mando bullshit, but don't take Deadpool away from me.
No, I would not. I'm looking forward to it. And did you hear? Because Rosario Dawson has been doing some promos for something else that she's coming out in. Did you hear the fuck up that she did?
No. What did she?
So apparently, right? She's in an interview and they're talking and they're asking her questions, and then she goes, "Oh yeah, I just heard that." The Punisher is coming back, so I'm super excited about it because I love that character that I played in that and blah, blah, blah. And then, and of course, hours later, she jumps onto Twitter and she backtracks the fuck out of it.
She said that she saw somebody else post that and she believed, right? So like either she got fucked up, which happens. We've all seen some random bullshit.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't know how well celebrities parse through bullshit when they're on social media. So, like, maybe she genuinely saw some bullshit, some random, you know, we see random Instagram posts and we're like, who quoted this? Like, you know, where's this from? What's this? So Johnny's like, what's the fucking source?
What's the source?
And so, like, I could totally see that happening, but also I could also see her getting some inside info, somebody saying something like this is going down, and then she accidentally fucking dropped it, which would be sick.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if it were,
It's in speculation.
Yeah, I mean,
Those
everything
are the
else
only
is coming
ones.
back, bro. Like,
Those are the only ones that anyone wanted back out of that whole Defenders roster.
yeah,
Was Charlie Cox,
Yeah.
Daredevil,
yeah.
Vincent D'Onofrio, John Barenthal as the Punisher.
Thank you. I couldn't remember John Barenthal's name.
Yeah,
I was hoping you said it without me having to ask you for it, and you did. Thank you.
Yeah, so those are the ones. So if he comes back as a Punisher, I'd be fucking excited about that. Because I thought he was a good Punisher.
He was a great Punisher. And I mean, I've only seen like 2 or 3 Punishers, but like by far the best.
Yeah, it's not Dolph Lundgren or
No.
who's the other
Thomas
dude?
Jane.
Thomas Jane.
Thomas Jane's Punisher. And what's his face from the 80s?
Oh,
fucking
that's
Ivan
right,
Drago.
yeah.
What the fuck?
Well, that's what I said.
Oh, Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph
yeah.
Lundgren.
Wait, there was
there was another one,
there
though.
was another one.
Punisher Warzone.
Oh, it was what's it? The Ray. He's
not
an
gonna know it.
Australian dude.
Yeah, I'm not going to know it. But yes, Punisher Warzone.
Was it Ray?
Ray Stevenson.
Stevenson. Thank
Yes.
you. Ray Stevenson. Which Punisher Warzone on the list of Punishers, like that's definitely above the Dolph Lundgren and like possibly like violence wise above the Thomas Jane, like John Travolta bullshit.
Yeah.
But like it sort of fucked. And like
I think
kind of fucked with the Thomas Jane one too. Honestly, like when it came out, when it dropped.
Oh yeah, we fucked with a lot of things. we fucked with a lot of things.
Because
Now
we didn't
that
know
we go,
what was
but
coming. That was all we had at the time. And
Right.
that Kevin Nash was in that, like the wrestler.
Yeah,
Remember, he was
yeah.
like the big Russian assassin dude. That movie fucked at the
Well,
time.
and I think what Punisher Warzone had for it was the fact that it was just like a John Wick style.
Yeah, it
movie.
was, dude.
It was just
it really
there's
was.
No need for crazy stories
Just
and
violence,
just
deaths,
Yeah.
revenge. Like
So,
that was fucking at the time.
I don't remember it being a horrible movie.
No,
But it's not.
it wasn't John Wick, but like as far as the fucking
I just meant like as far
Punisher
as
movies
action goes. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, I mean, it's your
just
typical
nonstop.
'90s action movie.
Yeah.
Navy SEALs with Charlie Sheen. You remember those? Those were
Yeah.
those are okay actually when they came out.
Except it was 2008.
Is that when the Punisher came out? 2008?
Punisher Warzone. Yeah.
Oh, Warzone. What about the Thomas Jane one? When did the Thomas Jane one come out? I feel like it was early 2003.
2004.
Fuck.
Yep.
Okay.
You were there. You were right there. And then Dolph Lundgren was 89.
Okay. Somebody saw that. Somebody had the vision in 1989. They're like, this character fucks. We need to make a movie out of this.
Yeah. It probably still fucks.
Let's rewatch.
We should.
Let's
We
get it
should
on
start.
that. Let's get it on that Plex.
No, we should start.
Let's go. Let's watch everything pre Iron Man, like pre Hulk, pre MCU. Let's like rate the old comic book movies, your Spawns, and even the TV fucking Fantastic Four movie that came out. And what was the other TV movie that the Nick Fury movie? We got to watch the Nick Fury movie.
We gotta. Yeah.
David Hasselhoff.
I think we just found our shtick. We need to do something. And we can do it like either once a month or once every few weeks or whatever, where this is what we do. We stream a movie online and we sit there and we talk shit.
We get people to watch with us. People can listeners
people
can watch with us.
People
and
can watch
comment
live. Yeah. People can watch on live and let's Twitch it.
That'd be tight.
That'd be dope. I think that would be fun. We commit to that.
That's like
shit.
some mystery science theater type
Yeah,
shit.
that's what I
Like,
mean.
yeah,
that's what I
tight.
mean.
Yeah.
But pop culture, like these movies that we know of but don't really
know.
Yeah.
Like haven't watched through that adult lens. Well, yeah. That'd be tight.
I like it. I like this idea. Now, will we ever do it? That's
Hey, life happens.
I'm gonna put a fucking fire behind all of you.
Let's make it as soon as
Anyway,
Johnny's off of dad duty.
Yeah, that's a whole fucking fact.
18 years from now. When she
Oh
moves
well,
out.
shit. What the fuck? Yeah, he wouldn't have that excuse because I have 3. I have 3 of those.
That's
little
true. That's
fuckers.
true.
Yeah. So, one thing before we end the show, I wanted to ask you, what did you think of Prey? Prey just came out this past weekend. We both saw it, and I guess you know what? I want to talk freely about it. So
Okay.
So I'm letting you know right now. It's a spoiler alert in case you haven't seen it yet, but you wanna
Prey on Hulu.
watch it. So yeah, Prey on Hulu is the prequel to Predator.
Yeah.
I
It
thought
sounds
was
like it's like a prequel to the prequels because like they did so much with the Predator timeline, but like
but
this
I don't
movie
think none
was
of
like-
it was officially a prequel.
And none of it was back this far. I feel like
Yeah.
they were like 300 years ago or so. It was like the 1700s or so.
Yeah.
Like Native American tribe Comanche was the tribe of the chick, like the main chick in the movie.
Yeah.
And I just literally I watched it last night. Like it was
Again?
no. Like
for the
I
first
didn't.
time,
Yeah,
for
for
the
the
first
first
time.
time.
Okay.
I watched it last night because I had started it. I started it Saturday night, but I had eaten too many edibles, and I knew that I was not going to make it through this movie. Like I was like, I started like literally 2 minutes in. I was like, nope, stop it. Like because it was just. For someone on a lot of edibles, like it was very slow to begin the movie. Like it was not what I was expecting. So I was like, nope, can't do this now. Not fair to the movie. I think I slept for an hour and I got on with my life after that. But like I rewatched it. I started it over and it was like this very simplistic plot. Like, there wasn't like, alien technology and all kinds of crazy convolutedness into the plot. Like it was just this literally like hunter prey storyline that had a lot of good actors in it. Like all those Native American actors. And I don't remember the chick's name that played the main character.
Yeah.
But it was fucking so good, dude. Like, and it was short.
Amber Midthunder.
Yes.
Mid-Thunder.
Mid-Thunder.
Sorry.
She was really, really good. And honestly, I wasn't sold from the beginning. I was like, this is the...
I didn't know what to expect.
This is the main stuff. Like, because I had heard good things before I watched it. So that's why I was kind of pumped. So like my expectations were high. And
Yeah.
a lot of times when you watch a movie like that, where your expectations are high, you're let down usually because they're too high.
Yeah. I heard the movie was coming out. And I knew it was going to be a Hulu movie, but I had no expectation.
And the fact that, because it was a Hulu movie too, like, so you're sort of like, oh, okay, it's a Hulu movie.
Yeah.
Like that already has it going against it. But the reviews were positive. I don't want to say they were all good because no reviews are all good, but like they were positive coming in. And I was like reading shit that was like, oh, this is getting back to its roots and shit. Like this is how it should be. And
some people were saying that it's the best Predator movie since the sequel. Since the Predator 2.
Yeah. And honestly,
because
like
Predator 1 and 2 fucked.
Predator 1 and 2 did fuck. Predator 2 was where it was like in the urban.
It was in New
environment,
York
right?
City.
Yeah. Those
Danny Glover.
This was a lot. It reminded me more of those, like, because Alien versus Predator, like all those, like they kind of veered away. The Adrian Brody.
I did like
Predators.
I like that one. I didn't. I'm not saying it was a crazy
Predators.
Movie,
Adrian
Predators
Brody.
with Adrian Brody.
Yeah. No, I mean,
I didn't hate it.
Adrian Brody's a good actor, dude. Like you can't. He's not going to fuck it up. I mean, he won an Oscar. I mean, not that that's, but the dude's got some chops.
Yeah,
anyway,
he has chops. He has chops. Sure.
Those were good, but like this gave me original Predator vibes.
So yeah, I like the story a lot, and like you said, you hit it on the head earlier. Simplistic, very simplistic. People don't know, like these people have no fucking clue what is going on.
They've never seen.
They're just
like
hunter gatherers who are surviving in that time, and they knew that they were going to hunt a lion, because they knew that there was a lion in the area. One of them had already been hurt, and they were hunting the lion. And it was the girl who determined, like, yo, I think like something else is out here.
Silly girl.
Yeah, and so it's like it's the fact that they were hunters themselves, where they determined like, oh, so we think that we're hunting them, but this thing, I think it's hunting us. And obviously we know, like, as we go along, and then they obviously all, you know, come face to face. But just the fact that they were hunters, and she was able to determine, like, yo, okay, what are the patterns, and like what can I use against? It was just like very intricate on what they're like on that aspect of it. That I really fucking enjoyed it. And then the way the ending of it all and stuff, like, I was like, oh, that was fucking smart. So I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I guess even though we did the spoiler alert, I don't want to give away too much on that. I don't care if you do, if you want to. You know, I really don't care if you do or anything.
Spoiler alert.
It doesn't matter. I like to put the spoiler alert up in case we say something we don't have to worry about.
We don't got to go out of our way.
Yeah, we ain't got to go. We're not about to fucking
I'm not.
go in depth. I don't think. But I thought it was really good. I thought it was really good. It surprised the shit out of me. A lot of people are praising it online. It's definitely worth a watch.
Yeah. Pretty much after I watch any movie, I go to the IMDb page for it and I look at the trivia just to see if, because, you know, they have random facts about the movies sometimes, and then, you know, shit about like alternate endings, just stupid bullshit. That's just a habit that I got into. So after I finished that, I went to the IMDb page, and like they called out the fact that like the Predator technology, because it's so much before, like, you know, we saw the Predator in the 80s, like the technology isn't as advanced as we saw it in like the original Predator movie and the sequels and everything, because like they weren't as advanced as they were. So like little stupid details like that, where like, you know, the camouflage armor wasn't as
fine-tuned.
Yeah. Little things like that, and it didn't have like the shoulder cannon thing like that it normally would use, and like
it was a little bit more up to par with their technology. Yeah. Like obviously it was more than their technology. Yeah, way better than their technology, but
not as crazy as we saw it even in like the 80s, which, you know, seems weird because it was the 80s, right. It was more technologically advanced because that was hundreds of years after the fact. So like stupid shit like that. Like they put time and effort into this movie, and it was something that nobody asked for. Like nobody was clamoring for, you know, another Predator or Alien movie, but like it went to not only did it go to Hulu, but it fucked on Hulu, which even more props.
I don't mind Hulu. But I guess Hulu,
but they're not known for their original movies. Like, I mean, they have good shows, they have good content, but like Hulu original movies, I can't think of the last one where I was like, damn, this is fucking.
Sure, I get it. I finished Blackbird.
Yeah, also. I still gotta watch.
Yeah,
and The Bear.
It's really.
You say Blackbird, Johnny says The Bear.
Yeah,
I'm
torn. I really enjoyed Blackbird. Really enjoyed it. You haven't watched it. I'm not going to ruin it.
Is there titties in Blackbird?
No.
Okay. Well, then it's probably not going to be the next one I watch.
Just titties in the Bear?
No, it's not facts.
I mean, there's a higher chance since facts. Blackbird took...
In a male prison.
Yeah. It takes place in fucking maximum
there's
security
probably prison. Titties, but they ain't the kind of titties I want to see.
No, but the Blackbird was really, really good. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's an Apple TV Plus TV show that has John Edgerton and
Taron Egerton.
Oh, sorry, yeah, sorry. What the fuck did I? John, fucking Taron Egerton and Ray Liotta in one of his last roles. So,
I forget about Ray Liotta.
Ray Liotta's in there, and he is a man who's arrested on drug charges and facing 10 years in prison. They come up to him and tell him that if he takes this deal, they were very, there's a possible serial killer who's in prison and may walk, because he is also, everyone knows him to be a just a serial, what's the word? A serial confessor. And they needed someone to get him to talk about specifics.
Gotcha.
In order to get him in prison for the rest of his life, because he has a huge opportunity where he'll walk.
Yeah.
So they send Taron Egerton to the prison in order to befriend him and try to do that. And this is based on a true story. So it's even that makes it even more interesting.
Is it an American prison, by the way? Yeah.
Yeah.
So he does like an American accent when he's talking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is it good?
Did
you buy it?
I did.
Could you hear
I bought it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought it. Like
I just know him in the Kingsman and like.
Yeah. I bought it. I bought it. You said when you saw the trailer that you could hear. That you can hear.
Oh, did I?
That's what you said.
I ruined it for myself. Yeah, so that makes sense. So if I heard it, I definitely heard it. I'm not.
Yeah, but I bought it. It's like I want to say it was like a Boston kind of accent because
that's tough. That's tough.
I want to say that's what it was,
it's a
but
tough
I'm not
American accent to jump into.
I don't study accents like you do.
I mean, I watch YouTube videos as much as that's
that's more than me.
That's fair.
But either way, I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. I like the dude who played the serial killer. I saw him in another show where I really enjoyed him in that too. So
sounds like a good guy.
I mean, he's a decent act. He's creepy for sure.
I'm sure I know when I see him. He's like
no.
Oh no, he's.
I don't think he's a.
I don't know.
I think he's more of an up and coming person. We're going to see more of him,
especially now that he killed this role.
Paul Walter
Hauser.
Yes. I knew you wouldn't know.
No,
who the fuck
that doesn't even sound good
Paul
for Paul Walter
Hauser.
Hauser. Can I see a picture of him real quick?
Yeah, this is him in that.
He looks like a guy I worked with the chops and everything, bro. Yeah. That's terrifying. I worked with that guy.
The show that I saw him in was something I was fucking with. Greg Kinnear's in this. I forgot.
Oh, Greg Kinnear, huh?
Yeah. How often do you hear that name?
Not a lot in the last 2 decades,
right.
But yeah,
That's
sure. Good for Greg Kinnear.
He did well too.
It's the movie with Matt Damon where they were twins. That's the last time I heard.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that fucking movie. Oh, so good. What the fuck was it? It's coming up. It's got to be. Oh, he's been in a bunch of shit recently. He's killing it.
He has been. Oh, we're down to his credits here. We're getting to the bottom.
Fuck. Why am I not seeing it?
This is Walter. What's his face?
Making sure. Yeah. Walter. I must have passed it. Where is it? Fuck. I can't.
He's like nothing is making
Kingdom. That's the one.
Is that the like English?
Kingdom was
Knight
of
Arthur.
No. Kingdom was one that I was fucking with Frank Grillo.
Yeah, Frank.
Where he was an ex MMA fighter and he owns a gym.
There was like drugs and gangs or some shit involved with it or some shit. Wasn't it?
Not necessarily. It was just he runs. It's Frank. Why are you laughing so hard at Frank Grillo?
You love Frank Grillo.
I don't love Frank Grillo. That was the one time where I brought him up. That was the one thing that I brought him up.
There's been past episodes
because I was telling you that I was fucking with this show. Because I am not a person that says, Frank Grillo's in that? I'm down. I want to watch that. It's usually the opposite. Oh man,
Frank Grillo.
Word.
He's just such a funny B actor.
And if that doesn't help, Frank Grillo and Nick Jonas was in that show.
Oh, and Nick Jonas, shit. Sounds like a banger.
But that dude, he was in that. It was a good show. I'm mad that it ended. I want that shit to continue. I want Netflix
Kingdom,
to pick them up. And
sure
fucking
Netflix
keep it going. It was actually really good.
Frank Grillo out of retirement and bring him back for how many seasons of Kingdom?
Kingdom ran for I want to say just like a couple of years.
2 tops.
3.
Oh shit!
Yeah, 14 from 2014 to 2017.
Just stealing that paycheck. Frank Grillo.
Yeah, I fuck with it.
I know you do.
You should give it a shot. First episode, just give one episode.
There's so much stuff to watch, and I can't watch a Frank Grillo show.
You're so caught up on Frank Grillo that you're not.
Stop saying Frank Grillo.
Oh man, you'll get to that whenever I get to Sopranos.
That's fair. So never. That's what you're saying. I get it. I get it. My man don't want to watch the best show of all time. It's fair.
I mean, I can see how an Italian man would say that.
Sopranos versus Frank Grillo. I see where you're at. I got you, dog.
In that sense, I was thinking more like, oh, these are what, three seasons versus 10?
6? No, it's not 10 seasons. There's 6 seasons of The Sopranos. Yeah.
All right. How long are the episodes? An hour?
Yeah, they're about an hour.
About an hour?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
It's doable.
It's old. It's
Over
an
time.
old show.
But it holds up. I don't know. You would never know. This could air tomorrow, and it would fucking murder all over again. 100%.
You being a
100%.
fan of the
Regardless
show.
of whether I'm Italian, white, fan of the show, it doesn't matter. It's a banger through and through. If
man.
Biggie drops some new shit tomorrow, some shit that he dropped back in the day that we never heard, it's still going to hit. It's the same thing.
I don't know if it would, though.
It would. It would.
I don't know if it would.
More
All right, my
auto-tune.
friend. Do you have anything to add to this stellar conversation?
I wanted a snarky Frank Grillo quip, but I didn't have one, so no, I got nothing.
Go watch Kingdom with Frank Grillo.
So watch Kingdom with Frank Grillo.
Guys, thank you so much for listening to our episode. If you made it this far, that means you are a true fan and you really give a shit about the dumb shit that we talk about. Frank Grillo is a living legend, okay? Even I don't believe that. Remember that if you're listening to this and you fuck with us this hard, please remember to rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast. If you are listening to us on Apple Podcasts, if you're on Spotify, give us that 5-star rating. If you enjoyed our content, remember to share us with friends and family. That always helps. If you are watching us on YouTube, hit the like button, subscribe, leave us a comment. We appreciate all of it. All right. Stay tuned for our Twitch stream because that's going to happen. We got to do that.
Facts.
And also remember that if you want to support us out in the street and you want to look fresh while doing it, go to insensitivemerch.com and cop you some gear. Stay drippy with drippy. Yeah, cop you some gay gear.
Cop you some gay gear. Pride month is over, but IC gear is gay as hell, so cop you some.
All right, guys. Peace.